Hello, what is up everybody? In today's video we have the top 3 best and worst builds on NBA 2K20. Of course, this is my opinion and my opinion only. If you have a different opinion, tell me in the comments section down below. What are your 3 favorite builds and 3 least favorite builds on NBA 2K20? Let's get straight into the video. Like, share, subscribe. Let's go straight into the video, bro. Alright guys, now let's have a look at the second best build in my opinion, because at this point in the game, all you want to do is have fun of the game, correct? You don't want to be out here sweating and all that sort of stuff, like events mean nothing anymore and stuff like that, so you just want to have fun. So you can have, this is a power forward, okay, and I want to have different positions for different builds, okay? Now with this, I would have, there's 2 different ways you can make this. You can either make it a playmaking glass cleaner or a playmaking stretch, okay? Now with the I'll go through this, okay? Now the pie chart I chose is playmaking shooting because I think that is the second best pie chart for having fun on the game other than the shooting finishing pie chart, so I'm going to choose that one. And then for the physicals, I'm just going to choose the top one, doesn't really matter, 75 speed, just want the maximum speed. Now, the reason I'm going to choose this over a playmaking glass cleaner is, a playmaking glass cleaner, yes, has better finishing, has better playmaking, oh, not really better playmaking, has the same better playmaking, has better defense, but the shooting on this makes the game way more fun, because at this point in the game, all you want to do is have extremely a lot of fun. So this is why I really recommend making this build over the playmaking glass cleaner, because have a look at the badges. Now 10 playmaking badges is perfect. You don't really need that many, but you can have a little bit more if you guys really want to. But I'm just going to keep going, okay? Now with this one, now it's hard to put the second best build in NBA 2K20. If you want to actually go with the second best realistic build, would have to go with like a offensive threat play shot for point guards. You go for a glass cleaning lockdown that's a shooter, or a pure inside 7'3", which I'll also put up there with the second best builds. But of course, this is my opinion, and I think that this build is really fun. It's really fun to use. I've used it on my second account, and I'm having a lot of fun with it. And I can't lie, I love this build so far. Now with the height, I personally was 6'8" on this build. Okay. So I still have an 83 ball, 86 midi, 86 free throw. Now, I think 6'8" is fun. It's just up to you guys. Remember that. It's not up to me. It's up to you guys. Now, I'm not thinking minimum weight because I am a power forward. I don't want to lose too much speed or acceleration. So I want to have the perfect amount of acceleration, which is right there. So 252 pounds is the one I chose, so I can have the good acceleration, all that sort of stuff. Now, with the wingspan, I'm going to maybe just one above max, okay? So I have a 79. I'm just gonna go normal wingspan for this build, okay? You can either go one down or just stick it. Like, I'm just gonna go normal because a 69. No, I'm gonna go one down. So I have a 70 ball handling, okay? So with this build, it's actually extremely fun to play on the park, all that stuff. Obviously, put your playmaking takeover. But to talk about... Alright guys, let's have a look at the third worst build on the game, okay? First up, we're looking at a point guard, right-handed, jersey number doesn't really matter. The pie chart we are going with is the pure defensive pie chart. Now with the pure defensive pie chart, as you guys can see, the only thing that is good on this build is the defense. So let's go straight into it. As a point guard, you don't really need to be a pure defender. The physical, just go to the normal one, just go to top. Now with the finishing, you want to go 69 on this one. 69 again. Yeah, the 69. Good pun. 69 once again. Let's have a little bit of fun with this one, okay? 46 and then 61. Now with the mid-range, max, and you only get 3 shooting badges, okay? Maxed is 3 shooting badges on a point guard. You know how disgusting that is? That is not good at all. Point guards should be able to shoot a little bit, okay? 3 shooting badges. You can grade shots with that. You can get a gold quick draw. You can shoot some shots with that, but it's not really worth it when there's so many better builds on this game. Now, obviously, I want to make it a little bit different and have top 3 worst builds and top 3 best builds. Now, with the best builds, in my opinion, are different to everyone else's opinion, so that's what I'm trying to say here. Same with the worst builds. You've probably seen way worse builds, so tell me in the comment section down below, what is your worst build? Now, have a look at this. You got 3 finishing. It's okay. It's your gold contact finisher. 3 shooting, you get your gold quick draw. 3 playmaking, get your gold quick first step. Hey, 3 really great badges, right? Then you got your 17 defensive. 17 defensive you could do a lot of work with, but them stats ain't it, chief. They ain't it. Now I just got to go define. Now with the height, I had a little bit of playing around with this one, and I couldn't really think of really anything to put for the height. I could just put it 6'6" just because you're not going to be able to shoot anyway. Let's be real. So I'm just going to go normal weight, doesn't really matter. Wingspan, go minimum. And that is the build, okay? Now look at the builds, badge, all this breakdowns right there. It's not very good at all. it's terrible build, okay? So I don't really want to see anyone ever rocking this build ever. So if you actually made this build, it could actually be okay at Legend, okay? It might be okay. It will still be bad, but it won't be as bad at Legend. I'm just going to go with the playmaking takeover so you get a little bit of fun with it. And you are called a pure defender, okay? That is the third worst build on the game, okay? This might even be a rare build, but it is called a defender. It's pretty bad, man. Let's go on to the third best build, okay? Now, let's look at the second worst build in NBA 2K20. This one is a center build, okay? So this one we're going to have a look at. Let's continue. The pie chart that we are going with is the pure playmaking pie chart for a center. Obviously, you can make some decent players from the pure playmaking pie chart, but this one is... Remember, with the worst builds, I mean, they're overrated. Like, there's so many more better builds in NBA 2K20 that you can use. But this is the build, okay? So first, I'll put your close shot all the way up, your driving layup all the way up, and same with your post hook, which you get 1 finishing badge. Next, you want to upgrade your midi and 3 all the way, and then have your post fade all the way to a 70, which gives you 8 shooting badges. 8 shooting badges. Hey, it's not that bad, is it? Obviously, badges can make the player be not as bad as it actually is, okay? Because badges, that's what people at Legend become better, because you got the 40 extra badges, you know what I mean? So with this one, next you want to go that 48 on this one. Now with this build, I wouldn't recommend anyone making it, because I don't think it's good at all, to be honest. Like, you may have 8 shooting, 12 playmaking, 12 defensive, but it's really not all that, to be honest. Now have a look at the stats right there. Now we're just going to go with Burley. I don't know, it doesn't really matter the body shape. Now let's look at the height. With the height we're going with is 6'9" for this build, because the build is called a slashing 5, okay? Now a slashing 5, as you guys can see, you're going to put max weight, of course, so we're going to do the wingspan, which is just 1 above minimum. You know, normal. 1 above normal, and this attributes you get 77 mid-range, not bad, right? 73 ball, not bad. You can do a little bit with that build. I just think there's so many better builds on 2K20. This was the second worst build in my opinion. Of course, other people's opinions are different to my ones, but they are the ending stats that you got to get. Now, takeover doesn't really matter. It's going to go post takeover, and you will have a slashing 5, Alonzo Mourning, Bam Adebayo, and Karl Anthony Towns as this build. But that is the second worst build. Let's go on to the best build and the worst build, okay? Let's go straight. Alright, let's have a look at the second best build in my opinion. Now, with this build, I reckon it's actually the best build, but we're going to talk about that when I show you the best build, okay? Now, with this build, we don't know what this build is called. It can either be a offensive threat, it could be a floor spacing slasher, it can also be a inside out playmaker as well, depends on what you do with your build, okay? So now let's test around with this stuff that I have. This is the personal best way that I make it. My opinion, so 16 finishing. I don't want to know what I did that, but we're going to go 16 finishing. Now with the shooting, we're just going to max everything so we get the 21 shooting. We'll have the max of that, then max out playmaking so you get the 13 playmaking, okay? Don't need interior defense, you need max it perimeter, lateral, and steal. Then max defensive rebound for the badges. 8 defensive badges, okay? You always want to go with the max defensive rebounding, because max defensive rebounding gives you the most badge attributes on the game, okay? That's why everyone upgrades their defensive rebound. So, the finishing badge upgrades we have is 16 finishing, 21 shooting, 13 playmaking, with 8 defensive badges on the game. My favorite body shape is defined. Obviously, it doesn't mean anything. Height, 6'3". I have seen a lot of people rocking 6 foot, which is too small, too small, too small. Perfect height is 6'3" for this build. Weight, I'll just go minimum weight, doesn't really matter. Now with the wingspan, I go 1 above minimum, so I have one little bit of extra wingspan to get some extra contact dunks with my build. Now with the takeover, personally, I would also always go with slashing takeover. But these 3 right here, I've always taken my fancy, so I'm going to actually try out the playmaking one, because it's actually fun to have playmaking takeover. And you are called an offensive threat. That is the second best build in 2K20. Let's go into the second worst one, boys. Alright guys, let's have a look at the best build in NBA 2K20. Now this one is up in arms, okay? It could be the offensive threat, or it could be the two-way slashing playmaker. It's the way you look at it. Obviously, the two-way slashing playmaker on a legend build, best build in the game by far. Without legend, you could have a toss-up between offensive threat and two-way slashing playmaker. I'm going to show you the two-way slashing playmaker as the best build, because everyone loves this build. I have a little bit of fan favorite for this one, okay? But obviously, for non-legends, I would go with the offensive threat. For legends, I would go with the two-way slashing playmaker. Now, the reason why I go with the offensive threat, because the offensive threat has a better three ball, has the same, like, the driving is the same, if not better. The only thing that you can actually say about the two-way slashing playmaker is better is the playmaking and defending. But if you're really good at defense, you don't need that defensive. And if you're really good at playmaking, you don't need that playmaking. But if you're really good at shooting, this build could be deadly for you guys, okay? But as a legend build, this is the best build by far. With that legend, I'm going to get offensive threat. So I'm tossed up between the two. That's why I put offensive threat second. And that's why I put this one as the best build, okay? Have a look at the badges. 11 finishing, 10 shooting, 20 playmaking, and then we're going to have 20 defensive badges on this build, okay? That is incredible. Imagine this is the legend. I'm going to make this build and I hit legend, okay? I'm going to try it out. You're going to have 30 defensive, 30 playmaking, 20 shooting, and 21 finishing, okay? When I have this on my channel in the next couple of weeks, you will see why I'm going to try out the offensive threat and the two-way slashing playmaker on my legend builds and compare the two and make a video on it and tell you which one is actually better with the legend badges, so we actually see what is actually the best build in 2K20. In my opinion, it is the offensive threat, but this is everyone else's opinion, so I'm going to put it on the list, okay? So it's either. So tell me in the comment section down below what your favorite build in NBA 2K20 is. What is the best build to use? The funnest build? Obviously, the one I put third is the funnest build I've ever used, in my opinion. Duke Dennis's build is actually really, really fun, okay? Because you can do a lot with it. This build can also be fun, but it is toxic, okay? If you see people just ISOing on the twos, just remember, this build doesn't take skill, okay? It's just all about just cheesing. This is what this build is. Everyone loves a build that takes no skill and can just cheese. That's why this build is everyone's favorite, okay? Because they can just cheese and just, if you green a shot, you green it. You know what I mean? It's a two-way slashy playmaker. But that is the best build in NBA 2K20. Let's go into the worst build. Okay, guys, let's look at the worst build on the game. You already know what the worst build is, man. It's not really that explainable, but I'm just going to put it on the chart anyway. You already know what it is. It's called a prospect, okay? You've got to go shooting, defending. It's just a little bit of fun, you know what I mean? Now, the pie chart doesn't really matter with the physicals. This one I have a little bit more fun with it. 69. Oh, this one has to go 68. 68 again, okay? You don't want to have... It's really bad, okay? I may try it when I hit Legend. You know, I hit Legend like on the 10th of April, something like that. I'll be Legend. So make sure to be in the stream for that. We're going to start doing daily live streams as well, starting from the 4th of April when I have my account back fully. So I can't wait for April 4th where we can actually have some fun and hit this Legend. But as you guys can see from the stats... They are pretty horrendous, okay? I don't know why. How did anyone ever find this build? You must have had a lot of time on your hands to find this build, because this build was not easy to find, obviously. Because look, it's just someone just did the same numbers over and over and over again and actually found the build, okay? Now, if you actually use this as your main build, hey, each to their own, okay? It's up to yourself. But in my opinion, this is the worst build in the game. It's probably everyone's worst build in the game. Have a look at that. 4 finishing. 4 playmaking. Then you have 5 playmaking, 5 defensive, man. Like, yeah, it's getting bad, man. It's going to go max weight, max wingspan. I'll go one below max, actually. I'm going to go for this one. The takeover. Hey, let's go with the post takeover. Why not, huh? Have a little bit of fun with this prospect build. Okay, it's called a paint defender, boys. This is the worst build in NBA 2K20. It's not called a prospect. We're going to go with the paint defender point, okay? Okay, we're going to go back and fix it. We have to go back and fix it. We can't leave it as a paint defender, can we now, boys? Like, that is not... Like, paint defenders are actually good builds. Okay? Paint defenders ain't that bad. So, obviously, you have to get the exact thing right for this build. It's really, really, really dumb. But, I don't even know, man. I'm just going to go here. Paint defender or a prospect. It's up to you guys what name you guys really want. But we're going to go with the prospect name. But that is the worst build in NBA 2K20. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed this, please leave a like and subscribe if you guys haven't. Made us from the video, of course, leave the comment called best, okay, in the comment section down below. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. We'll be back tomorrow with another one. But anyway, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.